Hey guys, today we're going to be teaching about the 5 exponent rules. Inhale. The product rule.
So this is the exponent product rule, and so we're going to start off with explaining what that is. 2 to the 7th power, and we're going to multiply that times 2 to the 9th power. Now breaking that down, that just means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 9 of those, but we're not going to write that for time consumption there. Okay. And so then you would just basically add the 9 and the 7, or you could do it long ways and take all your 2's and see how many there are. And then that turns out to 2 to the 16th, because 9 plus 7 equals 16, so you just add the exponents. And then I'm going to have y'all do an example problem. And there's your example problem. And as Miss Howard would say, you can pause now in the video and work this out.
The quotient rule.
Hey guys, I'm going to do the quotient rule, and I'm going to teach you. Okay, so the quotient rule is to divide identical bases and subtract the exponents. So here's an example. And so 4 to the 10th power divided by 4 to the 3rd. So you would write out 4 times 4 times 4 on the top all the way 10 times, and then on the bottom 4 times 4 times 4. And then you would cross out how many that would match up, and then you would get 7, and then you would write 4 to the 7th power. Hey guys, so now it's your turn to try an example and just work out the problem. Pause the video right now, and no cheating. You can't see what the answer is before you work it out.
Power rule.
Okay, so the power rule tells us to simply just multiply both exponents together. So in this example, we have 2 squared to the 4th power, so we just multiply the 2 and the 4 to get 2 to the 8th power. Okay, so on your own, try this problem, 10 squared to the 5th power, and remember, all you have to do is just multiply both exponents together to get your answer. Okay, so your answer was 10 to the 10th power, and you got that by multiplying the exponents 2 and 5, which equals 10. So your answer is 10 to the 10th power.
Negative exponent rule.
Okay, so the negative exponent rule is expressions with negative exponents are used as the inverse or opposite of that expression, using a positive exponent or vice versa. So here's an example. And x to the negative power of n would equal 1 over x to the power of n. So you're changing negative n to a positive n and putting it over 1. For you guys to work out, and pause the video, and this is your example, and remember to do the inverse of the expression.
Exponent.
Okay, so first off, anything to the 0 power is 1. That'll always be the answer. Okay, let's look at this example. So this is the example, and it equals 1, but let me explain why. So for instance, n divided by itself is just 1. Because those are both the same thing. Divided by itself is 1. And something by itself, it's just 1. And n to the 0 power, well, that is just the number alone because there is no power. So it all equals 1. And it has to do with when you multiply, you go up 2, and then when you divide, you go down 2. So you have to go down 2, eventually reaching 1. Yeah. So, more about the 0 exponent. So, for example, 2 to the 4th power is 16, 2 to the 3rd power is 8, 2 to the 2nd power is 4, and 2 to the 1st power is 2. And there is actually a pattern as it increases. Between each number, it gets divided by 2. 16 divided by 2 is 8, 8 divided by 2 is 4, 4 divided by 2, and so on. And so logically, to keep the pattern going, you would divide by 2 again, which would just equal 1. And same thing for any number. And that is why 2 to the 0 power, or anything to the 0 power, equals 1.
I hope you liked this video.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Wait, no.